I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Alper Oktem. He is the founder and CEO at Marti. Alper, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. It's awesome to be here.
Now, before we get started, just a quick note to our viewers. This interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Alper, tell me, what is the significance of Marti as the first Turkish company to do its sole listing on the NYSE?
It's great to be pursuing a listing on New York Stock Exchange. Something that makes us proud. A lot of very prominent companies have been here. And it's very exciting to be on the trading floor today. Turkey is the only G20 economy without a mobility super app. So a lot of countries that are in the G20 and are emerging markets like Indonesia, Brazil, and India have very large companies that are mobility super apps, but Turkey doesn't. So our goal here is to tap deep financial markets to be able to build something that makes us proud and can serve the Turkish consumers. Today, we are the #1 mobility app in the country. We have more than 4 million users, and we have more than 47,000 shared mobility vehicles. We serve 16 cities that constitutes around 71% of the Turkish economy. And through this de-SPAC merger, we're looking to build a world-class mobility company, and we're certainly privileged to be here and be working with the investors that we are.
Alper, tell me, so how do you envision the future of mobility in Turkey, and how do you see Marti contributing to this future?
Well, transportation is the #1 issue in emerging market megacities. Certainly Istanbul is one of those cities. So what we believe at Marti is that we believe everything on wheels will be electric and everything electric will be shareable. So with that vision, we built one of the largest shared electric vehicle fleets in the world. And Turkey is a country of 85 million people. It is the largest in Europe. Istanbul is a city of 20 million people. It is the largest city in Europe. So the demand is fairly high for our services. And ride sharing and shared e-mobility are in quite high demand right now in Turkey and all over the world. And in Istanbul and in Turkey in general, high traffic, relative high cost of car ownership, lack of public transportation alternatives make it fairly popular. So in the future, in our data, we see that a healthy mix of different modalities or form factors are complementary to fulfilling the needs of the average consumer. So at Marti, we always try to build new products and launch our services to more and more people every day.
Alper, it's been a devastating time in Turkey with the earthquake, and in wake of this earthquake and the rebuilding efforts, tell me what role your company can play when you become a listed company to inspire entrepreneurs and other startups.
Well, thank you for that question. It certainly is a challenging time for Turkey. The earthquake was devastating and the destruction was immense. Around 13 million people got affected. Hundreds of thousands of people are left homeless. The total cost to the Turkish economy is, I believe, around $85 billion, which is 1/10 of the entire economy. So the road to rebuilding is long and challenging. In the short term, Turkey needs to fix the shelter crisis, because again, hundreds of thousands of people are left homeless. But in the long run, companies Marti can make a difference. Through technology, different startups and high-tech jobs, we can spearhead the economic recovery in the region and in Turkey in general, also providing opportunities, jobs for the region and for the young population there is very important. Also, during this time, creating motivation for people there is very important. And at Marti, we're pioneering and trailblazing something that was never done before. We are pursuing this listing on New York Stock Exchange, and that is something that hopefully inspires Turkish entrepreneurs into the future. And we're very proud to do something that seemed unimaginable in the past.
All right, well, Alper, it's been great to have you here.
Thank you
so much for joining me. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Thank you, appreciate it.